The women's hockey team will begin their play with an exhibition game, believe it or not, this coming weekend.
Yeah, ready or not, hockey is here, and it's a big one, too. They're facing Concordia, the reigning Canadian national champions, and UVM is hoping it can jumpstart a big season for them.
With under a week until their exhibition game, the Catamounts are itching to hit the ice after what Jim Plumer says was a really good 3-week preseason.
Sometimes it's easy to forget that it's September and nobody's won a game or lost a game or missed a shift or had any issues with anything. But the enthusiasm is really high. We've really turned the page at the end of last season, and I think the work that we did in the spring on our culture and the preparations for this season have certainly seemed to have taken hold in the early weeks of practice.
This was UVM's biggest dip into the transfer portal under Plumer, bringing in 5 players from the college level with over 300 combined games of experience, along with 3 first-years.
Everybody's fitting in perfectly. It feels like we've known each other for a long time, so it's really nice to see that.
It's been really good. I think we had like a strong core that kind of helped keep everything in check and show everyone like how we are on the ice, how we act off the ice, like both sides of it. And I think the group that came in has come in with open arms, super excited to learn everything. And even if they're a little nervous, they're always asking questions, and we're really getting to all this systems and everything in place.
The Catamounts lost some players to the portal as well, like Natalie Malinkova and Krista Parkkinen, but there's plenty of experience to go around in the locker room, in part thanks to last year's group of first-years performing well, with 5 of them playing in all 34 contests. And that means this year, there's a lot of playing time up for grabs.
Our sophomore class really came back and has made a good leap, which is what we would hope for anybody after that first year of understanding what it's like to compete at this level and then getting a complete off season to train for it. So really excited about that. It does make it hard. I think, we got some inklings of a couple combinations of like 2 out of the 3 people that we'd like to see together. Where we're going to fit in the other people, I think certainly remains to be seen, and I think there'll be a season-long competition.
But sometimes that kind of depth and competition can bring out the best in players.
Yeah, I think it really shows that you have to come prepared no matter who you are, where you are in the lineup. Like, you have to come prepared, ready to go every practice, every game. And it really prepares you for when you're deep into the season, month 3, 4, you're a little bit more tired, and we're able to play all 4 lines and not just rely on those top 2 lines.
The Cats say their goal is to win Hockey East, just as it was last year. And Plumer says this year can be a success if the sum is greater than the parts, something that he thinks was not the case a season ago.
As a coach, that doesn't feel good, and I think a lot of our focus in the offseason has been not only on the culture and the standards that we want our players to have on and off the ice, but how to really look at the players we have and figure out how to get what their strengths are, how to get the best out of them, as opposed to saying, hey, we had certain players that could do certain things, we need to keep doing that. And I feel really good about our ability to make some adaptations to our style without creating a completely different identity that's going to allow us to get the best out of everybody, and that benefits the whole group.
And it all starts with that exhibition game against Concordia this Sunday, and then it's into a major non-contest against a regional foe. The Cats will visit 5th-ranked Clarkson for a pair to open the regular season before returning to the Gut for the start of Hockey East play October 11th and 12th against Merrimack.